Your billionaire soulmate is about to enter your life. Don't ignore this message. My beloved child. Don't skip, because what you are about to hear is not an ordinary story. It is a message that arrives only when two destinies begin moving toward the same moment. Right now, while you are listening, someone with extraordinary influence, unimaginable success, and a heart that has carried a silent emptiness for years is unknowingly moving closer to your path. They have everything money could ever buy, yet there is one thing every fortune failed to give them, a connection that feels real. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The strange part is that they do not even know your name yet, but somehow your presence has already begun shaping decisions they cannot explain. A meeting they almost cancelled is suddenly back on their schedule. A journey they planned to postpone is now happening sooner. A conversation that seemed meaningless is quietly leading them toward a destination where your story and theirs could finally cross. None of these moments look extraordinary on the outside, yet together they are forming a chain of events that no one around them can see. This is why you found this message today instead of yesterday or tomorrow. Timing is everything, and yours is changing faster than you realize. For a long time, you may have wondered why certain doors kept closing just before you reached them. Why opportunities disappeared at the last second. Why people walked away when you believed they would stay forever. What if those disappointments were not the end of your story but quiet redirections? Don't skip, because this changes everything. Somewhere, your billionaire soulmate has also been asking questions that success could never answer. Every achievement, every celebration, every luxury has felt strangely incomplete. They smile in crowded rooms, but silence follows them home. They are surrounded by people who admire their wealth, yet very few truly understand their heart. Recently, something unexpected happened. A small event, almost invisible to everyone else, forced them to pause. They looked out of a window, watched the world move, and for the first time admitted to themselves that the life they built still felt unfinished. They could not explain why they suddenly felt that someone important was missing. They tried to ignore the feeling, buried themselves in work again, attended meetings, signed contracts, shook hands with powerful people, but the quiet thought kept returning. It whispered that somewhere, someone they had never met was already connected to the next chapter of their life. They do not realize it yet, but every step they take is slowly shortening the distance between you. Now listen carefully, because this is where the story becomes impossible to ignore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Over the next season of your life, ordinary moments may begin feeling strangely different. A delayed phone call, an unexpected invitation, a random change in plans, or even a place you almost decided not to visit could suddenly become far more important than it appears. The biggest turning points rarely announce themselves with loud signs. They often arrive disguised as simple choices. That is why this message found you now. It is asking you to stay awake to the unexpected instead of dismissing it as coincidence. Your billionaire soulmate is not searching for another impressive face or another perfect success story. They are unknowingly moving towards someone whose presence brings peace instead of performance, honesty instead of appearances, and warmth instead of admiration. The closer that moment comes, the more life may begin rearranging itself in ways you never predicted. Don't skip, because the next chapter has already started moving, even if you cannot see it yet. And what happens next will make today's message feel like the first clue in a story you never imagined could become your own. A quiet shift is already happening behind the scenes, even though nothing around you seems different yet. Don't skip. Because this is where the hidden pieces begin fitting together. Your billionaire soulmate has recently started questioning people they once trusted without hesitation. They have begun walking away from conversations that once excited them, canceling plans that no longer feel meaningful, and spending more time alone than ever before. The people around them think they are simply exhausted from carrying the weight of success, but the truth goes much deeper. Something inside them has changed. They have started realizing that loyalty cannot be purchased, peace cannot be negotiated, and genuine love cannot be found through status or influence. Every achievement that once filled them with pride now leaves them asking the same silent question: who would still choose me if all of this disappeared? That question refuses to leave their mind. Day after day, it grows stronger, pulling them toward a future they cannot yet understand. At the same time, your own path is quietly being redirected. Small delays, unexpected changes, and moments that once frustrated you may actually be protecting a meeting that must happen at exactly the right time. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. When two lives are meant to cross at the perfect moment, even the smallest detail begins serving a much greater purpose. Imagine this for a moment. Somewhere, without realizing it, your billionaire soulmate may already have seen a place that will soon become meaningful to both of you. Perhaps they paused outside a building for no reason. Perhaps they changed flights at the last minute. Perhaps they accepted an invitation they almost rejected. None of it feels extraordinary to them right now, yet every unexpected decision is bringing them closer to a moment that will completely reshape their future. They are no longer chasing excitement. They are searching for something real. That search is becoming stronger every single day. Their heart has started rejecting anything that feels fake, no matter how luxurious it appears on the surface. The strange part is that they cannot explain why this change happened so suddenly. It feels as though an invisible force is quietly leading them away from distractions and toward a connection that finally feels genuine. Don't skip. Because the closer they move toward that realization, the closer your worlds move toward each other. Long before two people recognize each other, life often begins arranging countless invisible moments so that their meeting feels impossible to avoid. And here comes the revelation that very few people are prepared to hear. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your billionaire soulmate is not looking for perfection. They are looking for peace. They are not searching for someone who can impress the world, they are searching for someone whose presence makes the noise disappear. That is why this story is unfolding differently than anyone expects. While others are competing for attention, your greatest strength may simply be remaining true to yourself as life quietly opens doors that never existed before. Very soon, an ordinary day could begin like every other day you have lived. Yet end with a conversation, an opportunity, or a meeting that changes everything you thought was possible. The distance between your two lives is becoming smaller with every passing moment, even if neither of you can measure it. Don't skip, because the next sign will be far more personal than the last one, and when it finally appears, you will understand why every delay, every unanswered question, and every unexpected turn was leading toward a future neither of you could have imagined. Everything becomes even more mysterious from this moment forward. Don't skip, because what is happening now is unfolding where no one else can see it. Your billionaire soulmate has started noticing patterns that refuse to make sense. Certain names keep appearing in conversations. Certain places keep capturing their attention. They suddenly feel drawn toward opportunities they would have ignored only weeks ago. Their closest advisors believe these are simple business decisions, but deep inside, they know something far greater is pulling them forward. They have begun waking up with an unusual sense of expectation, as if today could finally be the day everything changes. Even during important meetings worth millions, their mind drifts for just a moment toward a future they cannot explain. Success has taught them how to predict markets, negotiate impossible deals, and build empires from nothing, yet this feeling remains beyond logic. It cannot be calculated. It cannot be controlled. It only grows stronger with every sunrise. At the exact same time, your own journey is quietly transforming. People may enter your life briefly, only to leave again. Plans may suddenly change without warning. An unexpected invitation, a different route home, or a conversation you almost avoid could become the beginning of something unforgettable. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The greatest turning points rarely arrive with loud announcements, they arrive disguised as completely ordinary moments. There is another truth that almost nobody realizes. Your billionaire soulmate has spent years surrounded by people who admired their success but never truly understood their heart. Every compliment sounded impressive, yet many carried hidden expectations. Every celebration looked perfect from the outside, yet something always felt missing once the room became quiet again. Recently, they made a decision that shocked everyone around them. Instead of chasing bigger victories, they started protecting their peace. They walked away from distractions, reduced unnecessary noise, and began trusting their instincts more than public opinion. They don't know why this transformation happened now, but it has changed the direction of their entire future. Don't skip, because this decision is creating space for someone completely different to enter their world. Someone who values honesty more than appearance, loyalty more than luxury, and genuine connection more than attention. While countless people are trying to reach them for the wrong reasons, your path is moving closer without force, without manipulation, and without pretending to be anything other than who you truly are. That is exactly what makes this story so different from every other one they have experienced. Now the distance between both of your lives is becoming smaller than ever before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next phase will not begin with fireworks or dramatic announcements. It will begin with a single unexpected moment that feels almost too ordinary to notice. A message that arrives at the perfect time. A place you almost decided not to visit. A conversation that lasts only a few minutes but refuses to leave your mind afterward. While everyone else sees coincidence, you will slowly realize that every delay, every closed door, every disappointment, and every unanswered question has been guiding you toward this exact season of life. Your billionaire soulmate is unknowingly approaching the same crossroads, carrying a heart that has grown tired of temporary connections and empty victories. They are closer than they have ever been to discovering that the greatest treasure they have searched for cannot be bought, negotiated, or inherited. Don't skip, because the next chapter will reveal the first unmistakable sign that your two destinies are no longer moving separately, they are finally beginning to move toward each other. A moment is approaching that neither of you has planned, yet both of your lives have been quietly preparing for it. Don't skip. Because this is where everything begins accelerating. Your billionaire soulmate has recently turned down opportunities that most people would have considered impossible to refuse. Friends cannot understand why they are walking away from deals that promise even greater wealth. Business partners think they are changing their priorities. But the truth is far deeper than anyone realizes. For the first time in years, they are no longer chasing more, they are searching for meaning. Every morning they wake with an unexplainable feeling that someone important is getting closer. They cannot describe it, but they feel it every single day. It is changing the way they think, the places they choose to go, and even the people they allow into their private world. At the same time, your own path is becoming filled with unexpected signs that seem too perfectly timed to ignore. A delay that once felt frustrating may suddenly become a blessing. A stranger's words may stay in your mind for days. A decision you almost regret could quietly become the reason your future unfolds exactly the way it was meant to. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The closer your paths come together, the more ordinary life will begin creating extraordinary moments. There is something your billionaire soulmate has never admitted to anyone. Despite all their success, there is one dream they secretly believed would never come true. They wanted someone who would see the person behind the reputation, someone who would value their character more than their achievements. That hope slowly faded after years of disappointment, until recently, when everything began changing. They started trusting their instincts again. They began believing that genuine connections still exist. They even found themselves smiling for reasons they could not explain. Don't skip, because these quiet changes are happening for a reason. While they believe they are simply becoming a different person, they are actually becoming the version of themselves that is finally ready to recognize someone truly important. The distance between your stories is shrinking with every unexpected choice, every changed schedule, and every opportunity that appears at exactly the right time. What seems random today will eventually make perfect sense, and when you look back, you will realize the clues had been appearing long before you noticed them. Now the final piece of today's message is the one you cannot afford to miss. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, there will be a single event that looks completely ordinary to everyone else, but to you, it will feel strangely unforgettable. It may begin with a simple invitation, an unexpected encounter, or a place you almost decided not to visit. Nothing about that moment will seem dramatic at first, yet it will quietly become the doorway to a future you never imagined possible. Your billionaire soulmate is moving toward that same doorway without realizing who is waiting on the other side. They believe they are following their own plans, but life has already begun rewriting those plans in ways they cannot see. The next revelation will uncover the first unmistakable signal that this meeting is no longer just a possibility. It is becoming a reality, and once that signal appears, neither of your lives will ever feel the same again. The closer this moment comes, the quieter everything becomes. Don't skip, because silence often appears just before life changes forever. Your billionaire soulmate has started noticing that the things which once impressed them no longer hold the same power. Expensive celebrations feel ordinary. Endless success feels incomplete. Even the people who constantly surround them seem strangely distant. They have begun protecting their time, choosing fewer conversations, and listening more carefully to the voice inside their own heart. They cannot explain why they suddenly believe that someone extraordinary is already walking toward them. It is not based on evidence. It is not based on logic. It is simply a certainty that grows stronger every day. At the same time, your own life is entering a season where unexpected opportunities will begin appearing one after another. A door that has remained closed for years may suddenly open without warning. A chance encounter could completely redirect your future. Someone may mention a place, a name, or an invitation that seems ordinary at first, but later you will realize it was the very moment everything started changing. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What looks like coincidence today may soon become the greatest turning point of your entire story. There is something even more surprising that has not yet been revealed. Your billionaire soulmate has quietly made one personal decision that nobody else knows about. They have promised themselves they will never again choose appearances over authenticity. They are no longer interested in people who are impressed by wealth alone. Instead, they are searching for someone whose kindness remains the same whether the world is watching or not. That silent promise has already begun transforming their future. Every new decision they make is bringing them closer to the exact place where your paths can finally cross. Don't skip, because this is where the story becomes almost unbelievable. While they think they are making independent choices, those choices are slowly leading them toward a meeting that neither of you planned. Even the smallest delay in your own life has been creating the perfect timing for what is ahead. One missed opportunity protected another opportunity far greater. One disappointment quietly removed the wrong direction so the right one could finally appear. Every step has been preparing both of you for a meeting that will feel natural, yet unforgettable. Now listen carefully, because the next few moments could become the most important part of this entire journey. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, there will be one unmistakable sign that your lives are no longer moving separately. It may arrive through an unexpected invitation, a surprising introduction, or a simple conversation that refuses to leave your mind. At first, nothing will seem extraordinary. But as the days unfold, every detail will begin connecting with incredible precision. You will realize that what once looked like random events were actually pieces of a much larger picture. Your billionaire soulmate is closer than ever to discovering that the greatest treasure they have been searching for was never another achievement, it was a person whose presence brings peace, trust, and genuine happiness. And when that realization finally reaches them, the next chapter will reveal the one decision they make that changes both of your futures forever. Don't skip. Because the biggest revelation has not happened yet, it is closer than either of you can imagine.